Good afternoon, students. So let's start with the correcting of document 2C, Emma Gonzalez's speech. Please take your worksheet or print a new blank worksheet on which you will write the complete correcting. You will find the blank worksheet in the layer resources.
Six minutes and about 20 seconds. In a little over 6 minutes, 17 of our friends were taken from us, 15 were injured, and everyone, absolutely everyone, in the Douglas community was forever altered. Everyone who was there understands. Everyone who has been touched by the cold grip of gun violence understands. For us, long, tearful, chaotic hours in the scorching afternoon sun were spent not knowing. No one understood the extent of what had happened. No one could believe that there were bodies in that building waiting to be identified for over a day. No one knew that the people who were missing had stopped breathing long before any of us had even known that a code red had been called. No one could comprehend the devastating aftermath or how far this would reach or where this would go. For those who still can't comprehend because they refuse to, I'll tell you where it went. Right into the ground, 6 feet deep. 6 minutes and 20 seconds with an AR-15, and my friend Carmen would never complain to me about piano practice. Aaron Feist would never call Kira Miss Sunshine. Alex Schachter would never walk into school with his brother Ryan. Scott Beagle would never joke around with Cameron at camp. Helen Ramsey would never hang out after school with Max. Gina Montalto would never wave to her friend Liam at lunch. Joaquin Oliver would never play basketball with Sam or Dylan. Elena Petty would never, Kara Lugren would never, Chris Hickson would never, Luke Hoyer would never, Marquine Duque Aguiano would never, Peter Wang would never, Alyssa Al-Hadaf would never, Jamie Guttenberg would never, Meadow Pollock would never.
After taking notes on the video, you had to find out what 6 minutes 20 seconds, the number 17, the number 15, and the reference AR-15 correspond to. 6 minutes and 20 seconds refers to the time during which the Stoneman Douglas High School shooting took place. 17 corresponds to the number of students who died on that day, and 15 corresponds to the number of students who were injured, that is to say, went to hospital. AR-15 is the reference of the gun that the 19-year-old former student and shooter used on that day, and an AR-15 is a semi-automatic rifle. The next question was, what did Emma say to the demonstrators for the March for Our Lives on Saturday, March the 24th, 2018? Well, on that day, she wanted the demonstrators to understand what had happened in her high school, and she wanted to demand the government more gun control in the USA. Be careful. To ask is not to demand. To ask is poser une question. To demand is exiger. What makes Emma's speech a powerful speech? Well, first, she speaks with a lot of emotion, and you can feel it through her voice. Then, she uses a lot of repetitions. For example, she keeps repeating 6 minutes and 20 seconds, the duration of the mass shooting. Then she repeats everyone understands or no one understood, for instance. And at the end, she lists the name of the students who died on that day and repeats that they would never do this or do that. Then, silence is what makes her speech powerful at the end, because we understand that her silence is meaningful. Why is this silence meaningful? Well, just because this silence will last 6 minutes and 20 seconds to show everybody how long and painful those minutes on shooting day were.